guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Saida here with another video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Saida here with another video. So if you're new to my channel, welcome to the Afro Squad. Please subscribe to our channel so you can join our Afro Squad and just be part of the gang. If you are new to my channel, welcome on board. Here on Kamarala, we're keeping it real, we're keeping it 100, and we're trying to navigate life like a boss while overcoming all obstacles. So if you like the sound of that, hit that subscribe button and join the Afro Squad. Anyways, for my returning subscriber, welcome again to another video. Thank you guys for your support. Like, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for getting here. Like, we're at 3,000 subscribers and it's all thanks to all of you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for the support. Anyways, today's video, I wanted to do a little chit chat with you guys, but at the same time, like lately I have been feeling like I just want to do my makeup. I don't know, maybe because I bought new makeup products, so I've been a little inclined to just play around with my face, try makeup, learn makeup skills, because I'm not a professional makeup artist, guys. I'm not there yet, okay? Clearly, we have been in lockdown for 2 weeks now. We're going to the third week, and this whole being in the house thing is just getting so tedious. So I'm like, you know what, let's just try to find some new skill that we can learn, because during the first lockdown, alhamdulillah, I managed to find a new skill which was creating content. And yeah, here we are today. I'm making YouTube videos and I have a YouTube channel. So I mean, it is always beneficial to learn a new skill because you don't know where it's going to take you, to be honest. So now I'm going to start with just doing my makeup as I talk to you guys, because girl loves to talk, okay? I can do this all day, and that's what we're going to do today. I wanted to talk about something today in today's video. By the way, before we get started, I just purchased these new products because I was influenced by Saifa Beauty, a Tanzanian beauty vlogger, and she talks about products. She does worst makeup review, and she really influenced me to buy these Huda Beauty makeup items, which finally came in after so long, and I wanted to give them a try, and I did. I kind of like them, and I'm gonna use them today. So this is just the primer, and this is the foundation. Okay, I also want to talk about, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, like talk and do my makeup, because your girl has so much she want to say. Like, she got so much she want to talk about. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but we're gonna see how it's gonna go. Okay guys, so let's get started. I'm gonna be using this Huda Beauty primer, and I'm gonna be using this Huda Beauty foundation, concealer by Althea Korea. The color is ginger, and I'm gonna use this also matte concealer. It's quite an old concealer that I have. I'm gonna use that as well. And also I'm gonna be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Oh, I love this, so good. I recently bought this like a month ago. Absolutely love it. I'm also gonna be using this Juvia Space eyeshadow palette. So guys, these are like the basic stuff that I have in terms of makeup. I'm not like such a makeup person, so I don't have so much makeup. And I have this Sephora blusher, gloss from Shein. I don't know what it's called. I'm also gonna prepare my face by applying moisturizer. I love this product. They brought it to me. They gave it to me for a campaign we did, and it comes with like a double booster serum together with this day and night cream. And I like the day and night cream because it's got SPF as well. So instead of me applying my moisturizer and then applying sunscreen on top, which is what I usually would do, but because my sunscreen is already like finished, I'm just gonna apply this moisturizer which already has SPF, because I'm also not going anywhere. And then I'm just gonna use this mascara by Maybelline, and so we're gonna see how that all goes. I just did that because I want to get that out of the way and just stop interrupting the video as I talk. The first thing I learned is to moisturize my face before I start doing my makeup, something I was not doing at all. I didn't even think it was important, because I was like, I don't want to get sweaty. Why would I put like more products on my face when I'm gonna put pounds of makeup on? Like, why would I need to moisturize my face and all of that? But I came to find out that it actually makes your skin much more soft, smooth, like more moist, more, they say what, supple and plump. Yes, so I guess it makes your skin like just prepared to receiving products, compared to just pounds and pounds of makeup on top. So it kind of just gives your skin this like, smoothness, softness, and I think just prepares it before receiving any products on top. I'm gonna put a little moisturizer on my lips. So today I wanted to talk about the question I get a lot on my YouTube channel, on every video. The most asked question that I get on my YouTube channel is how do you deal with jealousy over your husband? Because if you guys don't know, for those who are new, I am in a polygyny relationship. Okay, I'm the initial wife, which is the first wife to my husband, and I have a co-wife. And you can see those videos between like my polygyny lifestyle and my co-wife. I'll put the link up here. You can check out those videos if you like them. And so yeah, that's the question that I get a lot from most women, and I think it is a very important question and something we all just want to know, like, okay, how do you deal with that? Because it is not easy, of course, like, you know, being so attached to your partner, because, you know, when you get married, you just have this partner and you want to live life with, and you have these plans. So it is really hard to kind of like just detach from, you know, that, and like allow your partner to just get into another marriage with another person and not feel that jealousy like way over you. I totally understand that. Like, I am a Scorpio, guys. One of the things it says about Scorpio is we're jealous. So that was one of the things I needed to definitely get over, like really needed to get over my jealousy, especially over my husband. If you guys haven't watched my video, depression, I renamed it to, it's something to do with depression in a relationship. And I think that was for me the turning point to just generally like change my mindset over how I looked at things. I was very attached kind of like person. I was those girlfriends who's like super attached to their boyfriends. Like I wouldn't want to do anything if he's not gonna do it. I used to be those kind of girls who like super attached to her husband. Like everywhere we go, we hold hands, kind of, you know, like, you know, super proud of my husband and myself, my relationship, God knows whatever. So I was super attached. And, you know, just because of, you know, how I had to fight to get married to him. So of course I was proud that alhamdulillah it worked out. And I'm just gonna start by putting this on. It's like this like eyebrow glue because I haven't trimmed my eyebrows, guys. Like we are on lockdown MCO, so we cannot go anywhere. Salons are closed, so I really have to figure out how I'm gonna deal with my eyebrows by myself. Usually I don't let anyone touch my eyebrows, including myself. I would just let my salon lady handle my eyebrows, because I would have already briefed her about what is my expectations, and she would have to like redo them 1 million times until I'm satisfied with the eyebrows. So I'm very particular when it comes to my eyebrows. But yeah, now that we're in lockdown, your girl has no choice but to figure it out. Yeah, guys, I was those kind of like girlfriends who was super attached. Like would literally go everywhere together, would literally do everything together, go everywhere, do everything together. So I was super attached until I had, like, after I had my daughter, I really had some serious anxiety and depression, and we already had some like existing problems. So that was the time that pushed me to really just get out of my comfort zone and go figure out myself, you know. As much as people can try to help you, like talk to you, make you feel safe, secure, and all of that, at the end of the day, you still have to put in work yourself to help yourself get out of a situation, right? So what happened is that if you watch my video, depression versus anxiety, I think you know, that was the turning point for me. And what helped me overcome is I had to start figuring out like what is it that, like, I needed to discover myself again. I completely lost my identity. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I liked. I stopped doing everything that I liked. I mean, I know it sounds like super weird, but yes, girls, I mean, I was in that phase, and that was the reality. Like that was the phase I was in. So I couldn't see myself just living life or being this successful, happy person without this other person of mine. Like this is my second half. This is the person who's supposed to make me happy, you know. So of course that was like too high expectations on any human being. Like, hey, you know, you are the source of my happiness, so make sure you continue being the source of my happiness, because every time you do something, you know, you're affecting my life. And for my life to not be affected, you need to, you know, meet all these needs that you need to just meet all these needs of mine and behave the way I'm expecting you to behave and be the way I want you to be, because I need to stay happy. You are responsible for my happiness. So during that phase in the video, if you listen to it, I talked about finding yourself, you know. I had to ask myself this question, like, who am I? For me, it was a tough question because I really couldn't remember who I really was. Like, I was completely lost. I couldn't answer the simplest questions like, what are my hobbies, you know? Something very simple, but I couldn't answer, like I couldn't remember what I liked doing in my free time, how my life was before I got married, you know? I couldn't really remember all of those things. So I was like so lost, and it took me about a week to kind of remember the things that I liked. And then I said, you know what? I have no choice but to now start living a life that perhaps this person's not going to be in my life anymore. How would I live life as just me, you know? Let me just face my biggest fear, which was me living life without this person. So let me assume that my biggest fear has already taken place, and subhanallah, like something has already happened to this person. How will I really be able not to live life with this person? So, you know, he has his own story, you know, to live. Let me now focus on my story and just find myself. So as I was doing that, I was asking myself these questions of like, who are you, Saida? What do you like? You know, just the simplest things, like, you know, for me it was like singing and dancing. I'm not a singer, I have an ugly voice, but the fact that I used to do that when I was younger, like just go in my room and just sing my heart out to myself. Picture I was Beyonce, perform for myself in the room. Like I was like, those are just small moments of happiness, but those defined who I was, right? And then I was like, why did I stop doing them? I had no idea why I stopped doing them. And I thought that I needed to be this different type of a woman because, you know, I have a different type of a man. So I was, again, just like my identity was following someone else. So as I was like just like going through those thoughts, I started discovering the things that I really liked. And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna start like rotating my world on myself, because I need to get out of this shell. Like he was trying to help me get out of it as well, but he couldn't do as much. You know what I mean? Like you can help someone, you can talk to them, you can advise them, but you can't, you know, push their hand to doing it. I needed to do the work myself. So as much as he was really trying to tell me like, okay, all of this is, you know, in your head and you just got to pick yourself up and all of that. You know, postpartum depression is real, guys, okay? That stuff is real, okay? Especially if you have other problems on top of it. Subhanallah, it's just a whole tornado inside a woman's head. Yeah, so I just took so much time to actually focus and start doing the things that I really enjoyed doing for myself before I met this partner of mine. And I slowly started falling in love with myself again. And I think that was the thing that really helped me like overcome this jealousy, because I was jealous of losing this person in my life, but I was losing myself in the process, you know. So finding myself and just slowly just trying to build my identity back and falling in love with myself is what really helped me just overcome the jealousy that I had. If I end up looking like a clown, oh my god, you guys are gonna be laughing at me. So my daughter was there. Sarah was like checking me out, like, Mom, what you doing? Like, why are you going crazy? And I just started dancing, putting music in my sitting room, put my clothes up, see my own belly button, and dance like I thought I was Shakira, baby. And it was just small moments like those that, you know, reminded me of who I really am and what it is I like. And I think most women, like, when we start our own families and we're in that nesting, because we automatically start like nesting in a way whereby we just care so much about the kids and the husband and the life and the home, we lose ourselves. And then we start getting so scared, like, okay, if I behave this way, I will lose my child. If I behave this way, I'll lose my husband, you know. And that fear stops us from doing anything we like doing. It just stops us from living life. And when we stop living life because of this fear that we have, subhanAllah, these eyebrows look nasty. Most women, as soon as we start building our own homes and we're in this nesting environment, you know, we get so overprotective over our family, our kids, our husbands. We don't want anything to go wrong. We want to protect our family to stay as it is. And that makes us just like be always like, cautious, like, okay, anything that looks like a potential threat to our household, just like you'd see the ugly side of us. I don't know, maybe that's just how I am or how I was, but yeah, it was my fear, like, to just protect my home, protect my husband, like from these outside parties, outside influence, protect my kids, and just so that they can be safe. That time I had just one kid. What am I talking about? So yeah, and that was just like, oh, I was just trying to protect this life of mine that I had, and it just made me lose who I was, you know. But yeah, so basically guys, it's really that, I mean, for me the answer was really that simple. It was changing my mindset from looking at all these things, because I mean, like, you could be in a mindset whereby you're constantly afraid to lose your child and constantly afraid to lose your partner, and it's that fear that stops you from living in the moment, you know. So I just said, like, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, what if that worst that can happen has already happened? Then what do I have to lose? So I just said, okay, if I'm afraid that, if I start finding myself, I'll lose my husband, I'll lose my home, I'll lose my kids, then let's assume it's already happened. Either way, I'm still gonna have to pick myself up and find out who I really am. So let me just start doing that. And yeah, when I started doing that, my focus now shifted on, making this home and this life of mine, like, just be intact and stay the way it is, to, you know what, it's okay, it's all gonna come naturally. Focus on yourself, just focus on putting yourself together. And yeah, see that my focus started moving from just what it is that I wanted to save my family from, my life from, to what do you enjoy doing, girl? Like, what do you want to do, Saida, today? And I started doing that. I remembered I like playing basketball. What am I talking about? I don't like football. Yeah, so I just started like thinking, okay, how can I start playing, basketball in this lifestyle of mine, And I was just so focused on trying to find the solutions. I didn't notice that I was already healing the fact that I was already thinking about those things. Yeah, I was already healing because I was so excited and looking forward to reliving that old Saida. Eyebrows look thick, huh? Don't they? But I think it should be okay. I just feel like they're so thick. Okay, so yeah, guys, I think that for me, it's just starting to just go inside yourself. You cannot stop someone from like doing whatever they want to do. Every human has a free will. Even my kid, he's just 2-year-old. As much as I want him to behave the way I want him to behave, he kind of has this thing called a free will where he still does what he wants to do, so, which drives me nuts. Of course, like any other mom would go crazy when their kids just like don't behave the way they pictured their kids to be. But yeah, I mean, I think just generally that's life. Damn, these eyebrows are so thick. I like the fact that I gelled them down, so I kind of have a little bit of control there. Before, like, when I never used to gel them down, I used to like go crazy because it was like, how do I get control over this? I have like really hairy eyebrows, guys. Like, if you guys haven't watched that video of mine of just overcoming depression in a relationship versus finding your purpose, I highly suggest you go watch it. It's like so insightful. For me, it was like the eye-opening moment. Literally, like, it changed my life, alhamdulillah. Sometimes you're in a really dark place and you're wondering, oh my God, is there really a better day ahead? Like, it just can't get any worse than this. This is like the worst outcome of my life possible. And then, subhanAllah, God is just so powerful that anything is possible. The other thing is that I feel like on my YouTube channel, people think that just because I believe in, polygyny lifestyle and all, like, I am super religious or holier than thou. Guys, I'm not. Like, I am very spiritual, yes, but not to that level you guys are expecting. Like, you guys are like setting really, really high expectations on people. Like, you have to dress like this, you have to be like this. These things happen to just normal people like me, okay? And I'm gonna add in a little bit of concealer over here. See, when oh, my contacts moved just there. Do you see that? I really don't like thick eyebrows like this, to be honest. It's just not my liking. I like them a bit thinner. So horrible. This one is good. It's like they don't even match. Oh! Okay, practice makes perfect. We're gonna get there. It's alright, guys. I don't usually like spend so much on makeup, to be honest. I don't really apply makeup that frequently either. So someone who doesn't apply makeup frequently either will not find it an investment to spend more money on makeup. This is my opinion. And that's me. Like, girl, your girl got so many things to do, especially I got kids. You know, I have a lot of responsibilities. So if I'm not a makeup person, I wouldn't even think of just going to spend my money on makeup, something I don't even use that often. But I don't know, I had a good feeling about this one. It's like super like easy, kind of lightweight to apply. Doesn't feel heavy. I can't even feel like, oh my god, I didn't apply anything, but I did, which is pretty cool. So next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a concealer. If you like more coverage, you can definitely go on, but I think this is enough for me. Like, it feels like I haven't put anything on my face, to be honest. I really feel like I have nothing on my face. I don't know, the texture is very, very lightweight, you know. I don't know if it's just me or what, but the other foundation I'd use before this, I used to use NARS. That finished, and then I bought Maybelline because I wasn't even using that much makeup anyways. I tell you, this is the importance of a concealer. Like, before you put a concealer on, your face is like kind of flat. When you put concealer on, ooh, you take it to a whole nother level. I don't know why I have this thing that I like to put my concealer on my upper lip. Perhaps it's not a good thing, guys, don't do that. But I don't know, I do that all the time for some reason. I don't know why. I'm gonna add in the darker concealer. I'm gonna use this one from MAC Cosmetics, the darker shade. I'm just gonna use my finger for this. I find it much more, I don't know, easy to control. And then just put it on the outer corners of my face, you know. It gives it that snatched, okay, here. Like, if you want to have like a nice face, like with cheekbones showing, I realized that, yeah, you gotta conceal those babies or use a bronzer. You see that? See this part? Not conceal it. This is this part. So like it kind of just brings the face like kind of like, you know. I look like I got a whole lot of attitude right now. Like, you can't talk to her. Look at her. Look at her. And I'm not even done blending this. Damn. Okay. See, no harsh lines. It's like just no obvious lines that you just applied a line of this. It just like, it merges together. Looks like, okay. Is that good enough? So guys, like, honestly, since I'm not like a professional makeup artist, I'm a mom, okay? I got 2 kids and I got so much going on. The honesty is like, most of us don't, like, most mommies kind of like wouldn't allocate their budget on spending money on themselves, especially like buying makeup, something that if they're not wearing makeup every day, or if their job does not require them to wear makeup every day, most women wouldn't purchase expensive products and stuff like that. And I think that's just normally like just fine, okay? Don't have to feel guilty about it, okay? I just purchased, oh, look at that, look at that. It's a whole difference right there. Look at it, you know. Sometimes I do apply a little bit on my chin here. Don't feel guilty about buying like expensive products, because I myself, you know me, I am a how do you say this? I need my value for money for everything, okay? So if I know I'm going to buy something worth $100 and I'm not even going to use it that frequently, I would never spend money on buying it, period. Like, never. So if you are not there, it's okay. There's so many other products you can use that are not so expensive. Before this, I used the Maybelline foundation, which was cheaper, and it still kind of gives the same effect-ish, although there is a difference between in terms of quality for the more expensive ones. But I think it just depends, you know. I also use foundation, was like these local made foundations from Tanzania. There are local brands, like even in Malaysia there are so many people who use local brands. I like that. You see, I've seen them doing this trick whereby they start putting the powder from the nose there, over there, see that, and then over here. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I don't think I'm gonna bake. I'm just gonna apply, you know. Wallahi, I tell you, this one makes a difference. I'm using the Laura Mercier one, which I recently purchased, and I think that it was the best purchase I've ever made in my life, because it really just gave me that. But you know, if I had purchased this in a wrong time where I don't even know how to use these products, it would have just been a waste of money. The fact that now, like, I know what I want to do, like I know the value of it, how to use it and stuff like that, it makes much more sense to me for me to purchase it. In the beginning, guys, you can use, like, just find local products that are affordable, and then practice on them, so that when you do buy these expensive ones, you really do know how to use them, because you don't want to be wasting like so much of your money buying products and then you're like, oh, it doesn't work for me, or you know, it doesn't really give me that. I thought it's gonna fix my whole makeup problem and stuff like that, and it doesn't. Oh guys, do I look foxy already? I do also like applying over here under the previous concealer. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oof. Damn, girl. Woo! I just lost weight right there. Look at it. I just look like I just lost weight. Those cheekbones, baby. I know, I already got nice cheekbones thanks to you, mom. You know, thanks, mom. Damn, mama, this trick just made me look like I lost 10 pounds right now. Hold on, why do you understand what you're trying, the look you're trying to achieve, and what each step impacts that look? I think you pay much more attention to details. I love this Sephora blusher. I think for my skin tone, it just gives me this like natural kind of like, you see that? It gives me this like natural blush effect, like kind of natural blush bronze effect. It's not pink, it's kind of like pink brown. I actually even wear this on its own without makeup, just when I'm going to work. I just put on this blusher together with my concealer, or together with my just sunscreen, and I feel like, wow, oh my god, I look so cute. Maybelline one, I've had it for like ever. It's never finished, and I think it's okay. I'm liking. Oh, now we tried it. I definitely need highlighter on the top of my lip. I love that, the effect. You see that? Ha ha ha. Like over my lip line, so it's gonna sit fine later. Okay, let's just do the other eye now. Okay, so I learned this trick whereby you just throw it on top of your actual eyelash. Okay, and then you just start pulling and adjusting. Need a close-up. Doing this, like, I'm not even going anywhere, guys. I'm just doing this because I'm enjoying this process. And yeah, I mean, that's the same thing I was saying right now. Like, how do you overcome jealousies? Because you channel your energy and passion into somewhere else. Fall in love with yourself, okay? Start doing the things that you love to do, you know? And I think, let me know, guys, in the comment section, what are your hobbies? Like, what are the things that you love to do? Like, you want to hear from you guys. What are your hobbies? What are the things that you like to do, like you used to do when you were younger, like by yourself before you got married? Because I feel like we women, when we get married and we have kids, and you know, we have these new commitments, our nature is nurturing, right? So when we start nurturing our partners and our kids, and we kind of lose ourselves in the process. It's like this. I feel like just lining your lips makes a huge difference, you know. It just makes it more defined, you know. I don't know. And then lastly, I'm done, guys. I'm just gonna put on this lip gloss. Oh my gosh, is that her? Like, yes, girl, it's her. So my makeup look is done, guys. What do you guys think? Is this cute or what? I think it's cute. I think it's like cute. Is this too much? Would you wear this much makeup? I honestly don't even feel heavy. I think the foundation is really lightweight. This is the old foundation I used to use, which is a Maybelline one. I feel like this one is more thicker. This is so lightweight. I literally don't even feel like I have makeup on. Like, I feel like it's so light. And the Laura Mercier translucent powder is everything. You see why everything looks like so smooth? It's this baby right here. Like, it really has like changed the game. Makes my makeup look much more expensive, which is what I like. I'm happy with the eyebrows. Although my eyebrows are not trimmed, they still look really neat. It's definitely because I used a gel before it. Like, I've done this before without gel, and girl, my makeup looks terrible. Like, so terrible. Like, not terrible, my eyebrows look just like they needed help, for real. So today I kind of like trimmed them down a little bit because they would have like excess hair, and I just use this like glue, eyebrow glue. Yeah, if you're in Malaysia, you know what Lazada is. It's pretty cheap, probably maybe 2 ringgit or something. Just you can use any, you know, glue. I mean, eyebrow glue. Yeah, I'll list down the products that I use in case you guys want to get them. But I think, like, yeah, if you are a mom and you're on a budget, I think just try to work with like with the local products that you have, and then slowly just start buying. Foundation should be super important, and your powder is important. So this translucent powder, it's like, wow, it's like everything. To be honest, I use this with my normal other foundation, all the other foundations. I have this like local one from Tanzania that I have had. My sister left it behind. I used to use that together with my Maybelline foundation, and this one is from a drugstore foundation. But with this Laura Mercier, a translucent powder, girl, ain't nobody gives it the same nice smooth finish, which I love. Yes, I really want to hear from you guys. Like, what do you still do the things that you love doing even after getting married and having children, or have you also lost yourself in this beautiful life of a mom and a wife? And it's not a bad life, it's a beautiful life, but sometimes we do forget to think about ourselves because we're busy thinking about others, and when we do that, we kind of lose ourselves and we sacrifice our identity. So if you guys still doing any of your hobbies, please let me know down below. And if you're not, and if you can remember any of the hobbies that you miss doing and you want to start doing, let me know in the comment section below as well. I'm so gonna do some Instagram reels today because your girl looking snatched. She has nowhere to go. So do you guys like my makeup look? I think it's not bad. I wish I was gonna go somewhere. Guys, take care. Thank you for watching. Okay, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.